Police continue searching for remains. And now it's time for Talkback, our segment in which viewers can express alternative political opinions during the last few minutes of the show when no one's watching. Tonight, Mr. Percy Spencer expresses his views on professional sports.
Andre the Giant. How big you figure that guy's unit was? And, Charlie Plunt's a fag. Something wrong with that kid.
Don't like you never did.
He's a teen-smoking alcoholic sociopath.
Boy, you in that shed? Where's your father? He totally missed seeing himself on TV, and he made some good points.
Kevin told his mother that the old man had gone to take a bath hours ago because the scars from his amputation had started to smell funny.
Well, you go tell him he's an asshole for missing it. I'm all out of breath from all these stairs.
Where the hell do you get off treating you like some sort of fucking intercom, boy? Go tell your father this. Tell the old lady that. Why don't they paint a red button on your forehead and spit words in your face?
Kevin said life was one big spit in the face and was about to ramble on pointlessly about it when he saw something that kind of took the piss out of him.
Okay, there's just no need for this.
Kevin tried to imagine the confluence of circumstances that would result in the old man being flipped over with his ass in the air, drowning in 8 inches of bath water. Kevin's bizarre fantasy betrayed how genuinely little he knew about bathing. Compared to what he had imagined, the reality of Percy's downfall was relatively underwhelming.
You know, sometimes I just want to get laid, but I ain't gay, and I'm tired of giving myself handjobs.
The guy in my cell says you can do something called a slingshot.
What's that?
There he is. You sit in a tub half full of warm bath water and put a belt from the back of your knees to the back of your neck.
What's that supposed to do?
Come on, you know. You can give yourself a blowjob.
A blowjob? Yeah! Oh, yeah! What are you all looking at? Just a few more inches. A few more inches. Fucking belt, I can't move my arm. Oh. Thanks for helping me, boy.
Kevin asked Percy how he'd ended up trapped in the tub with a belt tied around him.
I was doing heroin. I think that stunt might have damaged my amputated leg. Better get it checked.
Boise, oh my God, Boise, get down here! Oh God, help me, Boise!
Ah, shit. Looks like your old lady had another angel sighting.
Boise!
What's with the friggin' racket?
Boise, they cut the cable, Boise!
The TV in the Spencer house hadn't been turned off in over 18 years. Not on purpose, at least. It was on even when they moved in, and Percy had maintained the stolen cable for over a decade, right up until the neighbors got cable internet.
I will not wait for pictures of my favorite public executions. I will not wait to hear my uncle sing Neil Diamond, Dreamland Cable, I will not wait for the internet.
Neither will I. Now you can get all the porn you want, boy.
You plugged the neighbor's garden hose in the back of the computer. You fucking drunk shitheel.
Well, at least I got something done all day.
Wait a minute. If we steal cable from the McNaughtons, that means their cable got cut off.
Why is it always me who has to find the job? Why don't one of you fucking bloodsuckers find a job?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I have a job! A full-time job! It's called putting up with your shit!
I guess the Earth ain't found a job yet. Boy, some people get so stressed about being unemployed. Hey, look, we're getting something on the TV. Maybe we don't need cable after all.
You're watching the CBC.
The what?
It's one of them university channels.
Coming up tonight, the East Coast Music Awards, celebrating Canadian musical excellence.
Ah, who fucking cares? Oh, frig, that tears it. I'm gonna get this leg looked at. Maybe get some beer. Come on, boy, bring the toboggan in case you need to drag me.
Whoa, no cable. I wonder what I'll do. I guess there's always that euchre tournament at the tavern. Frig, is my life that boring?
Hey, let's go to the doctor later. They can cut our cable, but they can't cut off our stolen VCR.
The German expressionist film noir horror classic that's been banned from public viewing for over 70 years is finally released. The Freakish.
Shouldn't someone be home studying for their civics exam?
It was the new supply teacher, Ms. McGarrigle, from Baffin Island.
They cut your cable? That's terrible. Kevin, you can come watch cable at my place. I can help you with your homework.
Kevin noticed that there sure had been a lot of horny teachers lately and wondered what that was all about.
I think it's that American show where all them slutty teachers is getting it on. Jeopardy or something. You could do with a little bit of tooting in the tutoring department yourself, boy. Alan got himself an idea, but we'll have to play this game slow. We could get better grades and you could do your adults-only movie. Whatever you do, don't get it pregnant.
Clean up aisle 4. Come on, boy. I don't need to rent nothing no more.
This leg is gangrenous. I see it. Does your son attend all your physicals?
What? I didn't even see him come in. Yeah, just don't let him get near my wallet till I get my pants back on.
Well, I'm afraid we'll have to treat the infection with a number of expensive antibiotics. But first, you'll need expensive tests from expensive American labs because the Canadian waiting list is too long.
Expensive like how much?
Oh, 5,000?
I can't afford all that shit. What happened to health care?
Oh, it's still around here somewhere, but that covered your exam and the handshake.
Come on, boy. They gotta have some over-the-counter gangrene shit at the cash mart. Ow! Oh! Well, I did that too fast. Percy figured they'd stop in at the courthouse to fill out some applications for pardons. The only way Percy could keep from being in jail all the time was by trying to get pardoned on a lot of the minor offenses that they were always busting him for. After enough time went by, he could apply to have a lot of the smaller stuff wiped from his permanent record. I want to see my government record.
I'm afraid, based on recent events, there are certain records we can't show you. They're classified.
What are you talking about? I've always had access to my record.
Shh. Ongoing investigations.
Frig, it's like living in Russia or something.
Oh, if you were Russian, that wouldn't be a problem. The KGB files have been open for years.
Look, we're just here to apply for a fucking pardon.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Just check off the offense you want to be pardoned for.
Burglary?
Maybe I'd better help you. Let's see. Employing escaped slaves without registering?
No.
Indulging homosexual behavior in public?
That comes after they throw you in the joint.
Here's an old one. Beating rugs on the Sabbath?
What? My charge ain't on that form.
What was the charge?
Loitering in a commercial wind tunnel?
Just checkmark trespassing. Thank you. You'll know in 3 weeks.
See, boy, the system works. We just keep getting our pardons and our records will be clean in no time. Let's get plastered. Percy was in a great mood because his short-term memory was shot and he didn't realize how remarkably shitty his life was becoming. So he figured on doing some celebrating.
Would you like to support our Olympic team?
No, I'm already an Olympic athlete.
You're an Olympic athlete?
Yeah, I'm putting a new sport in the Winter Olympics. It's called cross-country fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do this for a living. I depend on your generosity.
Give you money? What for? I can do that.
Oh.
Yeah, check this out. It usually goes out by now.
Jeez, Percy. That ain't normal. Can't you clench or something?
I'm trying. It's like getting the run from eating Mexican. I can't stop.
Okay, folks. Freak show's over. Stand back. This guy ain't going out.
Kevin was startled by this unsettling turn of events. The old man was burning up like a Roman candle. Run home, boy. Tell your mother to get down here. And bring all the cheese bread she can find.
Hey, boy, where's your father?
Kevin said he didn't remember and sat down, trying to imagine his own TV shows to make up for the vacuum created by the missing cable.
And now, the $6 million drop.
Steve, what are you doing here?
I've seen the way you've been dancing with them other astronauts. So I went out and bought me some fembots.
Steve, it's over.
We'll see about that.
Steve, put that stereo down.
And now a word from our sponsors. Wouldn't you love to be the lucky winner? Free tickets to see The Freakish. Let's look at a scene.
Oh my God! Please don't do that to me and my innocent family! Oh no! Not ravenous flesh! flesh-eating pigs! Ah!
Hey, your supply teacher's on the phone. Says you're late for your tutoring. Yeah, right. You better not be banging your teacher like them Americans do. This house ain't big enough for 2 court-order support payments.
Kevin said he was just leading her on for favors.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
And so, Kevin, that's why, statistically, people in your tax bracket really have no chance whatsoever. Kevin, why don't we take a break from first-year civics and watch some cable television?
New on the shelves this week, the release of The Freakish, a shocking tale of 18th century death row prisoners who escape only to be kidnapped by a band of bloodthirsty circus freaks.
Who eventually fall into the clutches of homicidal asylum inmates and their puppets.
Winner of Germany's Best Comedy, it resulted in Hamburg preview audiences being hospitalized with horror. Subsequent viewings are blamed for World War II and the overall attitude of Germans.
Kevin thought the movie sounded like the coolest thing in the world and really wished he could see it.
Fortunately, recent reviewings by the Ontario Movie Ratings Board have deemed it adult accompaniment.
Damn it, boy! And to think you're too stupid to even be classified as an adult!
You know, Kevin, I've been reading some of the poetry you've been handing in and, well, can't help thinking you're writing about me.
Can't we use this sucker like the spent shell she is already?
Kevin told Ms. McGarrigle that he'd really like to see the movie The Freakish.
I'll go rent it right away, Kevin, but I want an essay about it on Monday and another one of your poems.
What an unethical, fat, horny slut!
Anyone seen my wife?
Whoa, officer, I'm used to Captain Oil Rigs.
The doc says this guy's fatty tissues and stored up gas could keep him burning till he blows himself into a fleshy, hollowed-out old sock.
What? You gotta do something.
Well, I could just lay a couple of shape charges, but the explosion would probably kill him.
Can we do something that avoids a bleeding corpse in front of my place of business?
Give me a few hours. We'll build a wall to direct the blast, but first, me and my team need booze. Lots of booze.
I'm starting to feel dizzy.
I rented that movie you wanted to see.
Brought to you by Dr. Caligari's Cabinets. Step into one today. The Freakish.
Ach, du liebe Nacht, Scheißewacht! Ei, tot!
So, Kevin, I was thinking, oh my, this film is disturbing. Heavens, that child was watching the whole time. Why so much blood?
Nein, du musst nicht in den Cellar gucken. Doof Kinderkopf!
Three, two, one!
Gotcha. Good news. Your leg just landed at a Little League game in the West End.
Well, I got my leg back, but it's still infected, and we still got no cable.
I guess we'll have to talk or something.
Fuck, it gets worse.
So, would you still love me if I was in a car accident?
You've already been in plenty of car accidents.
Nah, I mean like if I got all blind and deformed. Limbs sticking out every which way.
Percy was about to make a joke about how it would probably be an improvement. He thought it was funny, but then something weird stirred inside him.
I've been kinda mean to the old lady lately.
You think?
Yeah. Remember when she said she wanted to have kinky sex with fruit?
Yeah, so I kicked that pumpkin up her ass.
What's you expect at Halloween? It's their fault for not knowing me enough to know I'd fuck her over anyways. All right, I'll tell her something nice. Yeah, if you's got all deformed, I suppose I'd still toss one into you once in a while. I'm usually drunk anyways.
I love you, Boise!
Oh, fuck, I don't know what smells worse. Your breath or my gangrene leg.
Gangrene?
Uns das ist Mutters für dich mit Rassos und noch.
Kevin had wanted to say goodbye to the teacher, but she'd gotten so disturbed by the film, her hair had gone white, and her eyes had no pupils anymore. Soon she'd have no school pupils either. It was all very strange because Kevin thought the subplot seemed contrived.
Got a fungusy wound? Suffering from gangrene? Screw public health. During the Civil War, they used maggots. Listen to this smart asshole.
In this era of antibiotic-resistant drugs, I suggest you let a pound of ground beef rot in a plastic bag and then wrap the bag around the wound. The maggots will clean the gangrene off your leg in no time, but they'll only eat the putrefying matter.
This feels disgusting.
I learned it on cable.
Mesdames et messieurs, ce soir en brune nuit, Emmanuel 90. Emmanuel meets Pinocchio.
Hey, the cable's back on!
That's right. Neighbor's wife's working as a hooker part-time.
I just love a happy ending.
Something wrong with that kid?